Welcome to River City Live. TGIF is something we could say tomorrow. Today is Thursday. We have a really fun show. The week is flying by. Lots of good tips today.
Yes, there are two kinds of people in this world. There are the overs and the unders. And I wanted to start booing the overs and the unders. Okay, so I wanted to start this off immediately. I didn't want to waste any time.
This is high on your agenda, isn't it?
It's very high on my agenda because I feel like completely shunned and dissed in that I am the under. Is there anybody in this whole room that's even...
No, boo.
I mean, that is ridiculous.
See, I like it this way, because there's like presentation, it's meeting your hand, it's coming out there. It's like, come grab me, sir. The other thing, see how this sticks out here, the circle? It almost helps to tear it nice and clean.
And I like it this way because it seems mechanical. You can see how the rolling process works. Now, we did ask you this online. We did ask you this on Facebook, and believe it or not, people had stuff to say about this. They actually had like whole sentences about it.
Yeah, so here's Becky. Over! That way you can fold the top square into a nice point. Wait, what's she talking about? Into a nice point when you put new roll on?
Yeah,
what?
Okay, and then who else? Who else?
Complicated.
Barbara says, over, duh. I resent that, Barbara. I really do. And then finally, Gina.
Over keeps bugs. Where do you live? Over keeps bugs out? Now here's one. Samuel Toilet Paper, the inventor of toilet paper.
Samuel Toilet Paper. All right, so actually there is a study on the people and about them. So if you are an over person, then you're one of 60% of the general public that does that, and you're made up of people that are liberals, make $50,000 or over a year, or you are older versus us under people who are likely conservative, middle-aged. Wait, did I say? Did I say under?
Yeah, I think just over just says like smarter, more intelligent.
I don't know about all that.
I think that's what it says.
All right, let's not stray too far away from the subject. Let's talk about after you use the toilet paper, you're going to go in the bathroom. You're going to wash your hands. So I think we all have heard, like, you should go the whole time of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star or Happy Birthday.
Happy Birthday a couple times.
It actually has more to do with what you're doing. So I'm going to ask you, Mark, if you would just go on over to wash your hands. I'm going to read these steps. These are the 6 steps to really wash your hands in the most hygienic way. These are the ways that will get rid of the bacteria better, and this is supposed to only take 20 to 30 seconds as you go through these steps. I'm going to start you off with step number 1. This is you're going to fill your palm with as much soap as possible, like fill the whole palm, okay? And then kind of rub that around on your hands using some water too. Now you're going to rub the hands palm to palm, palm to palm, all right? And then right palm over left dorsum with interlaced fingers and vice versa. Then it's palm to palm with fingers interlaced, followed by backs of fingers, opposing palms with fingers interlocked. Then, wait, this is where it gets really exciting. Rotational rubbing of left thumb clasped in right palm and vice versa, followed by rotational rubbing backwards and forwards with clasped fingers of right hand in left palms and vice versa. And then dry your hands.
I think they're clean.
I think they're pretty clean. How much would you think somebody was such a germaphobe if you walked into a public bathroom and you saw that? Hey, while you're on your way back, I'm going to move us along, okay?
That only took 20 minutes, right?
I feel more comfortable like sharing popcorn with you right now, that's for sure. Okay, so there was a public service announcement done by W Magazine where they asked Jennifer Lopez, who is known for her posterior, among many other talents she has.
Her posterior is right.
She is thought to have some junk in her trunk. So they asked her to do this dramatic reading of the very well-known Sir Mix-a-Lot song, Baby Got Back. Take a listen.
So Cosmo says you're fat. Well, I ain't down with that. Because your waist is small and your curves are kicking, and I'm thinking about sticking to the beanpole dames in the magazines. You ain't a thing, Miss Thing. Give me a sister, I can't resist her. Red beans and rice didn't miss her. Some knucklehead tried to diss, 'cause his girls are on my list. He had game, but he chose to hit 'em, and I pull up quick to get with 'em. So ladies, if the butt is round, and you want a XXX throwdown, dial 1-900-MIX-A-LOT. And kick them nasty thoughts.
Okay, so we've asked, we wanted to know, since that had a strong message, can anyone think of a song that we could maybe do that has that kind of message about, like,
positive
body image?
Stuart.
Do you have one?
All about that bass.
Oh, How funny. We have the words right here. We have
Love
the
it.
lyrics. So we're going to try our own version of it. Again, promoting the fact that your body is beautiful no matter how it looks. Yes, it's pretty clear. I ain't no size 2. But I can shake it like I'm supposed to do. Because I got that boom boom all the boys chase, all the right junk in all the right places. Oh, yeah.
That was beautiful. I see the magazines, working in that Photoshop. We know that stuff ain't real. Come on now, make it stop. If you got beauty, raise them up. Because every inch of you is perfect. From the bottom to your top. To your top.
You know. Please, hold off till the end.
There's more.
It's all about that bass,
No trouble.
It's all about that bass.
No trouble.
It's all about that bass.
No trouble.
And help us out, folks. It's all about that bass. No trouble. All right. Oh, okay.
So all about that bass. What about all about that face? Face swap, right? Everybody's using that right
Everybody's
now.
gotta do the face
It's so
swap.
popular.
We love it.
Yes. Well, you ever wonder what happened if twins, identical twins, if they perform face swap?
Let's
Well,
see
here
what-
it is. Let's check this out.
So these guys are from Russia, right? And they wanted to try.
You can tell that by looking at them?
No, I knew that already. So these guys are going to do some face swapping here, or have they already? I don't even know. Have they already done it?
Well, that's a thing. They're twins.
You
yeah.
can't tell. They've already done it, Justin said. Wow, that's not even interesting.
It's kind of anticlimactic, and it's kind of what I thought would happen. They're identical.
Wow, we did a
So,
better job.
yeah.
Whoa.
So we had a lot of fun when this first came out.
This
One
has
of our
been a
producers.
couple months
Yeah.
now,
Okay.
but
So here we
yeah.
go. So there's
Oh,
us.
yeah, look
so
at us.
clearly, I could pull off blonde hair, choppy cut. I like
Yeah.
it.
So I thought that was it. Did we do any? Okay. There we go.
That's
again.
Elizabeth and I.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
we're not allowed to
What's
procreate. 'cause
unfair
that is
about
not
yeah,
nice
but what's
looking.
unfair about that is she still looks pretty. That really bothers.
Yes, she does.
That
Yeah.
really
So she
bothers
could
me.
rock short, dark hair.
That bothers me about her. All right.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa!
That's our
So
Abigail.
that gentleman to the left was on Con Air, one of the convicts, all tattooed up. You guys know who I'm talking
I
about.
do.
Yep.
He's a character actor. Okay, this is disturbing me.
It is. I will now have nightmares. Thank you, guys.
I hope everybody who hasn't tried face swap gets on that right away and tries it out. Okay, do we have time to tell you a little bit about how you can get face swap?
We do have time.
Okay, let's tell you. How do you get it?
You just download it. You go to Face
Yeah,
Swap.
you just go to your apps. Actually, the thing about Face Swap that I like too is that now people are starting to realize you can take a picture of something, like a magazine cover, and face swap with a celebrity. You don't have to have the actual person right there. So that's really fun. Hey, you know what? You probably have done Face Swap, or you're about to, and you've taken a screenshot. Why not send it to us on social media? We're going to show you all the ways that you can do that right now. Our Instagram, our Twitter, and our Facebook page, all River City Live TV. So hit us up that way, and we'll be back with lots more.
I think I'm going to grow out my hair.
I think you should.